Welcome to Web3 Wonders. Today's topic is about regulations and what should be included. In yesterday's US banking for Web3 and cryptocurrency and digital assets, we heard a lot of terms. We heard native coins, we heard stable coins, we heard mem coins, we asked a number of questions, and everything, quite frankly, came across more jumbled than clear. So what should be regulated? What should be included in those regulations? Well, here's a news flash. Let's make it very, very simple. All of these items are programmable. Everything can morph. So you take a Trump coin, which was initially just a mem, had no intrinsic value other than it was tokenized for the Trump administration and inauguration, which is great. But then it morphed into a ticket. Well, guess what, guys? It has a token, it has a serial number attached to it, and it's programmable, so it can morph. So the question of what should be included in regulations is everything because it is programmable. However, the standards for each should be different. So for instance, if I am Starbucks and I have a Starbucks card, which I'm guilty of, and that's one of my favorite places, that card has value in one ecosystem today, only in Starbucks. Likewise, there's native coins that only exist and only serve a purpose in that ecosystem, and that is great. However, the future state may be where it's programmable and it can become a currency and exchanged for the US dollar, for the Korean currency, for the Chinese currency, and so forth. So when we talk about MEMS or NFTs, all of those items are needing some sort of regulations, but each is different just as their function changes. So let's not confuse everything. Let's look at the function, not look at the name. And once it morphs into a currency, then there are new regulations over and above. But until then, we need to recognize that these digital assets are unique. They're all programmable. And what we have today may morph tomorrow, which gives further cause for the purpose of who should regulate this new industry. Is the SEC up to this jurisdiction and this technicality? Is this within their bailiwick? Have they proven that in the past? And from my history lessons, I'm not seeing a lot of confidence in that particular agency. I would highly encourage American citizens to write to their representatives, know their senators, send them a tweet, send them a letter, send them a phone call, visit their office, and detail that we need regulations that work long-term, and long-term for the American citizen, and long-term for our children. This is not about you and I. This is about a currency war. This is about our future. This is about our global future. And I'm asking for this not for myself, but for our children and for our grandchildren. This information is critical and it will be life-changing. Why? The most important asset we have besides American liberty and in God we trust is our currency. That runs our government, that runs our lives, that feeds our family and our children. If we devalue that dollar, we devalue our lifestyle, and your food basket will diminish. So with that, I am Kelly Klein from web3wonders.us. If you like this content, I encourage you to support the channel and like and subscribe and ring that bell for the next notification. We do have about 28 different videos for quizzes that are quick and fun, and you can see how easy it is to learn Web3, but you'll also see how Web3 is distinctly different from Web2. And by the way, I probably should have prefaced it. Web3 is, to my definition, the cryptocurrency, crypto programming, blockchain, artificial intelligence, smart contracts, and all of those pieces together that are uniquely designed to partner with Web3 and to partner with agencies such as the SEC to make their world easier by tokenizing real world assets and automating data flows and transactions. So with that, I will sign off. And as we say on all currency, in God we trust, I am praying that someday we will have in God we trust on every single digital transaction by the USA. So with that, in God we trust, and God bless you and your family.